our case study, the communication issue that I chose to research was listening challenges. Listening might seem basic and unimportant, but honestly, it's one of the biggest reasons why things in the workplace fall apart. And in our scenario, the assistant manager is stuck trying to figure out what they should do and how they should coach an employee through a situation, or if they should handle it themselves. And in worrying about that, the situation fell apart because communication was not prioritized. So in our case study, there's a scenario where it's really late at night and the bar that the employees are working at is supposed to be closing, but there's a bunch of rowdy customers. So they end up just being very passive. And poor listening leads to mistakes, frustration, and avoidable problems, which is one of the reasons why this study kind of fell apart. But so solution one that I chose to kind of focus on was the active listening practice. And it's teaching your employees how to actively listen, pay full attention to what's going on around them, make eye contact, and ask questions to the people around them. And it's also good to repeat back what you've heard just to make sure that there's a basic understanding of what's going on. An example of this would be weekly role-playing meetings to practice listening without pressure. Solution two that I focused on was building a feedback routine. This would include encouraging questions and then giving feedback, and double-checking understanding, just making sure that everybody's taken care of. An example of this, feedback routine, would be a quick 5-minute check-in at the start of each shift to review the goals of the shift and any questions that need to be asked. And solution three that I thought of was cutting out distractions. Limiting distractions during important conversations, reducing phone use because our phones can be very distracting, and minimizing interruptions because oftentimes when people in the workplace talk over each other, it can lead to a lot of arguments, and we don't want that. And an example of this, which a lot of managers do, is enforcing a no phone rule during meetings and coaching sessions, and also just during shifts, because you don't want to be distracted while you're on your shift. Here's some reasons why listening matters. Without good listening, leadership and transparency, they don't work, they fall apart. Instructions are missed and problems start to pile up. With active listening, feedback, and fewer distractions, communication improves, issues get solved faster, and chemistry in the workplace is just better. Thank you for listening. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Awesome.
How?